good, everybody? It is your boy Cab back with another Xenoverse 2 video for you guys. Hey, we are here to discuss the upcoming DLC 13 story mode and what you can expect from this story as well. And then also, guys, why the story mode pretty much confirms that we're not going to be getting new customizable partners in this upcoming DLC either, because that is a big thing that people really want in this DLC, or in any DLC ever since they've become a thing. And again, sadly, it does not seem like we are going to be getting them, but I'll save that for the later part of the video. First and foremost, I want to focus on the actual story and what you can most likely expect from the story as well, because I do see a lot of people saying, oh, we're getting Dragon Ball Super Broly movie story mode, like that's going to be where the story is focused in this upcoming DLC, and that is not the case, guys. This upcoming DLC story literally picks up where DLC 12 left off. And if you remember, where DLC 12 left off was Trunks was following Few through this little like dimensional portal, and then pretty much it cuts out and brings you back to the time nest and wraps up that part of the actual story for DLC 12. But with DLC 13, we know that it literally picks up from that point because of this video that was shown on like the Spanish versions of Canton City TV. Don't know why only the Spanish countries got this, or whatever certain Spanish countries got this, but they did, and they got this clip basically showing that the DLC 13 story is going to pick up right where it left off, because I'm about to show the clip in a second. But in this clip, you guys will see Trunks following Few through that little dimensional portal thing, whatever the hell you want to call it, and instead of cutting back to the time nest, this time we actually see Trunks and Few have a little bit of an exchange and all things like that. So I'm going to cut to the clip for you guys really quick so you can see it if you have not, and then I'll be right back. Alright, as you guys saw in that clip, you basically see Trunks and Few having a bit of an exchange back and forth after Trunks does follow Few through that little dimensional portal thing, whatever the hell it is. Now again, it was only for Spanish countries, so the translations were actually done in Spanish as well. And while I may not know the translations, like if I was to read it and look at it, I wouldn't know what the hell it's saying. People did tell me what the exchange basically was between Trunks and Few. And basically what happened between these two is when Trunks comes through the portal, things that Trunks is saying to Few is along the lines of, Few, you've gone too far this time. You got something about you got to be stopped because of him going too far with the stuff he's messing with the timeline. And then Few's rebuttal to Trunks is something along the lines of, gone too far? What? This is just the beginning. And that's pretty much the little trailer slash teaser we got for the DLC 13 story up until this point in time. So the simple fact that it is a continuation of DLC 12 pretty much means that it's going to be in a similar fashion as DLC 12 as well. Because if you think, DLC 12 story wasn't necessarily like the Tournament of Power or anything like that. Like, yes, the Tournament of Power was included in it, and it was some kind of story of the Tournament of Power, but it wasn't like the Tournament of Power arc or anything. It was literally just the battle with Toppo in different versions. Like, different cutscenes happened throughout the battle once you had Toppo's health get to a certain state and things along those lines. Same really goes for Pikkon as well. Now, you weren't fighting Pikkon, but it was a scene that involved Pikkon. And again, it was really just one battle that had multiple different cutscenes, and then the battle kind of restarted, or your opponent powered up, like Janemba powered up or Toppo powered up. And that's pretty much how the DLC 12 story went, because Few was messing with the DLC characters that were actually added. So I'm assuming DLC 13 is going to be the same thing. I'm assuming Few is going to be messing with the characters that are added in, and while yes, base Gogeta is one of the characters, so we'll see the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie in some kind of way, shape, or form in terms of the story, I doubt that we actually see like the full-on Dragon Ball Super story. We'll probably most likely just have some fight where you're fighting alongside base Gogeta up against Broly, and again, there'll be different stages of it. Like once Broly's health gets down to a certain point, he'll power up into Super Saiyan, or the legendary full power shit, whatever you want to call it. So again, that's how I'm assuming this DLC story will go, not only with Gogeta, but also with Jiren as well. I'm assuming Gogeta is going to be like the Pikkon, where you're fighting alongside Pikkon, and then Jiren is going to be similar to Toppo, where you're actually fighting against Jiren in this upcoming DLC story. Now, could there be another character actually added in, which would mean more story is going to be added in this DLC? Yes, I do believe that there still is a chance for another character in DLC 13. One, because of the simple fact that, damn, this DLC looks like it's going to cost more than DLC 12. And if you're not giving us more content than DLC 12 in terms of like characters or anything like that, then why the hell would it actually cost more? Two, we're only getting 4 skills as it stands right now for our CACs, and that is just not okay for a DLC pack at this point in time. Like, this is not DLC 1 or 2 we're talking about. We're talking about DLC 13, damn it. They better add in more than 4 skills. And how do you add more skills with a DLC? More characters. So again, I do believe we'll see another character in this DLC, and the story for that character would go along the same lines of what I just described for Jiren and base Gogeta. Now, why does this story basically confirm that we're not going to be getting new custom mentors, or new custom partners, I should say? The reason being, guys, if you think about it, who actually made the custom partner keys? Few made the custom partner keys. And I truly believe that's why we didn't see any custom partners in the last DLC. The last DLC, guys, few was the focal point of the story. We didn't get any custom partners, because how the hell is this man going to be the focal point of the story, messing with the timeline, but then drop by the time nest at the same time and be like, here, this is a little consolation to keep you guys off me while I'm fucking with the timeline, have these custom partner keys. That doesn't make sense, and it didn't make sense for DLC 12, so how the hell would it make sense for DLC 13? If you were still going to be continually messing with the timeline in this upcoming DLC, and that's what the story seems to be focused around, then how the hell is he going to come back to the time nest and deliver some keys for the CACs and the time patrollers, basically? That, again, would not really make sense in any way, shape, or form. So I truly do feel like this upcoming DLC 13, will again not have any custom partners, because like I said, how can you add custom partners when the person who made them is currently fucking up the timeline and you're fighting against the person who made them? That really, it just does not make sense in any way, shape, or form, like I said. So again, guys, it does not seem like we're going to be getting custom partners. Now, they could pull something out their ass and say something along the lines like, oh, Bulma looked at the technology maybe, and she came out with a way to make her own versions of the custom partner keys. Maybe that's something that is a possibility. I could potentially see that happening. But if you is still the one making the keys and they don't involve anything else with like Bulma or anything like that, it does not look good for us in terms of getting any new custom partners for this upcoming DLC. Even though I would absolutely love it, because that's definitely one of my favorite forms of content that this game has to offer at this point. Like, when I play any kind of like viewer battles or anything like that, you guys who come through the streams, you know what I'm talking about when I say this. I literally only play custom partners for the most part. Like, I just enjoy those characters so much more, because they're your own version of that character himself or herself. You know, like, you get to put your own twist on these characters. So I really do enjoy the custom partners, and wish and hope that somehow we do get some new ones. But as it stands right now, guys, it does not look good, like I said, unless they do something with where Bulma comes in and says she basically figured out the technology. But all in all, man, that is this video right here. Let me know what you guys think about what you can basically expect from the upcoming story mode in DLC 13. And also, do you agree with me in the sense that it's basically impossible for us to get some new partner keys in this DLC unless, like I said, they do something along the lines where Bulma actually figures it out? Because there's no way in hell that someone who's fucking up the timeline and the person that you're actually fighting against pretty much is going to come back and help you out or give you something like the custom keys, which again, few actually did make. So let me know your thoughts on all that down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.